The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster Sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides. Mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans. Yum! And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding. Amazing! Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
The old method of treatment for a person in this condition was to throw him in jail.
98.
Some guy just emailed in and said 2 things he does because he goes to Kai twice a year. Puts down on the thing for the. I don't like calling them reservations. They hold the table for. I'll call it when you annex a table from them. He says I put down 2 things: the apple butter and Jeremy. I'm telling you, man, this guy needs. I don't know what Jeremy makes, but I want to be his agent because if he's not pulling down $250,000 a year,
is he an older guy?
No, Jeremy's probably. I would guess. I'm bad at this. I'm not working a circus. Somewhere between like 25 and 40. I'm terrible at that, but he was phenomenal. He was amazing. It's just. I'm telling you, it's just an experience. Somebody said, "Tell the ghouls what it costs." Because it's not, and it isn't cheap. There's nothing about it that's cheap. Right. But it wasn't as crazy as you think. For 4 of us, I'll tell you, 4 of us. And Doug Hopkins did the wine tasting, the pairing.
So he jacked up.
So it was a little bit heavy. And then, of course, he goes 50-50.
Espresso.
Am I right?
Man.
Yeah, well, he goes, I got this. And I'm like, you don't got this. I'm like, yeah, and I give it to the waiter. And I didn't want to be the guy that goes, well, he had the tea and she had the salad. I was like, just go 50. Still go get me another time. And then and Doug didn't have any cash at the end of the night to tip the valet. Oh, then you go to your car. So you valet your car at the end of the night, right? This is what rubes talk about after they go to a nice place. I got treated to a great experience last night. And rich people are like, I'm in my white pants, and that should be how we're all treated.
Last day.
So you go to your car, and they bring it around for you before, because you give your ticket to the I guess she's a hostess or whatever that lady is who greets you. She doesn't even greet you. Her job is to say hello, and she's good at it. You give her the ticket at first, and then at the end of the night, when one of the ninjas goes and tells her, all right, they're about done bringing the cars around, your cars are waiting for you. And inside your car, a couple of delicious little, like, dessert muffins and some jam. Oh. They leave you some and water. It's like, you're like, here, more food. But for the whole thing, just to let everybody know, full disclosure on it, 4 of us, Doug crushing rare exotic bottles, so 5 of them. Not full bottles, but you get glass. Like the pairing, you get 5 different treats. Doug could have done it.
Yeah, man, Doug is the man.
Oh, he could have done it.
Espresso martini, didn't he have, or something like that? Or
at the end of the night, he added an espresso martini to it. It was $900 for the 4 of us.
But that's drinks and everything. That's not
loaded with drinks, full deal. It's not crazy. And now keep in mind, we went to Nobu once, and I'm not kidding. Well into the $1,000 thing. I think the 4 of us were like $1,600 there.
John, I got to ask. We all know Brady wouldn't do an anal probe for a ride in space.
But
so my question now is, would he get to eat only at Michelin star restaurants for free for the rest of his short life? Or would he take the probing? Because my thing is, I'm guessing food plus value equals anal probing with Brady.
Oh, I thought he was giving me the chance. What would you rather have? He's saying, would you take the probe for the Michelin star food for the rest of my
probe
life?
For that. You'll probably do Michelin star food once a week. We'll say.
Wherever
you can't go every
at.
day.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're always treated to where. And evidently, it isn't a Michelin star. It's a 5-star, 5 diamond, which is a big deal too. But
is that better or worse?
It's about the same.
Oh.
A lot of times the 5 diamond comes.
If
I forget who
a
does
resort
those.
or a hotel, you definitely.
You
want
get 5
that.
diamonds. You're in great. Ramsey talks about that stuff. Get your 5 diamonds, and they'll take those away too. You lost one of your diamonds, and he gets pissed about that.
Oh man,
we're gonna lose a diamond. You keep that up, Dewberry. Don't just fire Dewberry. Donkey. Like, you know what you're going to lose a diamond for? The guy yelling at everybody. It's not a pleasant experience to listen to that. But would you take the probe?
Probe away.
You'd take an anal
for Michelin once a week.
Would you blow a guy?
No.
Why not? What's the difference?
What's it take twice a week?
It's an alien probing me.
Free
Would I blow
Michelin.
it in?
Free Michelin. What's the
It would
difference
have
there?
to look like.
Nope, it's a man alien. Looks like me, only green.
Yeah, no.
Is that still gay?
No.
Yeah.
It's a different
No way.
species.
It's a means to an end, is what it is. You wouldn't tickle.
What's the alien unit look like? What am I
Mine.
blowing?
Oh, it's
Mine.
his finger.
Yeah.
Barry Wood.
It's his finger.
Yeah, it's Barry Wood. Would you take a probing from Barry Wood for free Michelin?
No.
You would too, liar.
Oh, maybe.
You would. If Barry Wood's like, hey, man, I got lifetime supply of Michelin food, and I want to take your man flour.
Barry split you in
I'm
half.
a man flower, and you're going to log me with that thing?
Yeah, just once.
Be nice, Barry.
All right.
Be gentle.
Here's some boy butter.
Yeah, we gonna need that bucket. I wouldn't. I'd just pay the price of the meal, you pig. It's disgusting, Brady. Quit blowing guys for good food. They just pay the bill. Yeah, it's very true though. Yeah, it's worth it. Worth every second. It was so good. But yeah, the Jeremy, if the dude's not making $250,000, he needs to. I don't know what you would pay somebody to be that good at what they do, but I know that they're paying him more than just the waiter wage, because you have to be specially trained and all that. But,
So is it like Ghost, where you have the main guy and then everybody else is dressed in black behind him, or what?
Oh, did I tell it on the air about when Doug went to the thing with the bathroom?
No.
It was off the air, right?
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom, and then they come back and they give you like a free towel, like you're like a new napkin. Like it's brand new, and it's waiting on you. And so Doug went to the bathroom. I didn't even see these people. Like they just show up out of nowhere. They're like, whoosh. It's like Jim Morrison dreamt this meal. And so Doug goes to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden there's this guy out of nowhere, and he's just holding Doug's chair. Doug hasn't come back yet. And then there's Doug, pops up. I'm like, oh, he saw him coming, I guess. And he's ready to assist Doug back into the chair. And then anybody to the bathroom had their own person just kind of
Shadow
watching.
him.
You don't see them. I don't know if they're behind curtains or what. They just show up. Like I had my own person. When I went to the bathroom, that person had the chair ready for him. I'm like, this is incredible. But yeah, it's pricey, but it's again, you're not going to go there 100 times a year. Maybe once, twice a year tops. Special events, anniversaries, there's nothing better. There's nothing better. I'm going on and on because I want to go back, but I know that would make it not special if you just went back there every day. I mean, that thing again. Pull my chair out. Scott Haynes says, I want to go there with Brady just to hear him slip up and call somebody chief.
So, Chief, what's on the whoops? Oh, boy, here we go.
Doesn't work that way. I get called that most of the time.
Well, they won't do it to you there. I don't think
What do we got in this team?
Still get
Chief?
bossed.
I don't think that place is as liberal with the word chief as the QTs that
Well,
you're
boss for
frequenting.
you.
Yeah. I just Brady gets nervous and says that.
I got your reservations for this place. Ooh, I said it. I had to bite to get into this table, but I got them from a scalper. I was like, all right, here we go. Am I making everybody uncomfortable? I didn't mean to.
Here's Arrowhead.
Hey,
for
how
you.
are
Here's
you?
Arrowhead for you.
Hey, can I tip in turquoise? All right, how you doing, folks?
You are Rodney Dangerfield.
There, yeah.
How you doing? I get no respect out here. Hey, what's it take to get a reservation around here? What, I got to annex the place? All right, how you doing? Hey, a hot towel. What's this covered in? I can only imagine.
Brady Dangerfield might be a thing.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, but then they give you that towel at the end, and you're like, uh-oh, revenge. This thing's covered in something. But it was so good. I'm telling you. Run, don't walk. Run, don't walk.
Couple more tomahawk steaks for my friend
Get
Chang
out
over
there. They
there.
don't serve tomahawk steaks there. They don't. If you go to a place that serves the tomahawk as their feature, you're at a bonanza.
Hey, you
Yeah.
guys did the
I know.
tomahawk.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what, Twin Arrows?
That wasn't a
Yeah.
high-end place. It was Twin Arrows outside of Flagstaff, and it smelled kind of weird in there.
I enjoyed that tomahawk.
I know. I did too. We raced to the
Oh,
bottom.
you guys raced to it, too.
Because
I
it
was
was
impressed. That thing
a
was huge.
gluttonous,
Oh, yeah.
disgusting mess. That food wasn't that great. That place was. Ugh. It was okay. It would have been like going to somebody's backyard barbecue if there were a couple people in tuxedos for no reason. It was just they dressed up like it was a place, but it was just basically bonanza. It was okay. Oh, so this place was ridiculous. Get out there. All right, we're going to gamble today. Football starts tonight, which I'm so excited about. Ridiculous football season's ready to go, and tonight you got the Bucks and the Cowboys, and then the gambling. I got an email from a guy who said, "So now are my tax dollars going to go to helping out all these gambling knobs that need rehab and stuff?" You know, it probably a little bit, but the revenue. I was reading about this last night. If they think it just goes as expected. It's like $51 million extra just pops into the city. Just boom. I know for a fact that just our station and radio and television media alone, it's now going to be a massive percentage of advertising.
Oh, the bottom line.
It's insane what kind of money is coming in here from all this gambling stuff. And people are nervous about it, obviously, and everything else. But I remember back when they had Brett, you were here when that was going on, the casinos started. And they had Fort McDowell used to just be a tent. The one up off, the one that is now Talking Stick, was a tent.
Yep.
And it wasn't a nice tent. It wasn't like the Cardinals practice facility. It was a tent. It would whip in the wind, and it was a tent with electricity. And the state fought and fought and fought and fought, and then went out there and commandeered all their gaming equipment once. And there was going to be like a full-out war. Like there were guns drawn when the state went out. I think it was like 92 or 91, and actually just drove out to Fort McDowell and just started picking up the slot machines out of the tent in a truck and saying, you can't do it. We're not letting you do it. And they were like, all right, Whitey, what's going on? And the reasoning was, we're going to have nothing but gambling addicts. We're going to have a state just loaded
turn this town upside down.
Debauchery and nightmarish behavior and everything else. And what it has done is create more tourism, unbelievable amounts of fun, some great places to eat. And I don't think we've got a bigger gambling problem from that than we ever had before. We probably do.
Politically,
but those people were going to find that anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
But politically, speaking on that, there was the paranoia for those folks was it's the entertainment dollar that's taken away. Like
totally,
Suns, the
Whitey lost out.
Cardinals, anyone else, even the hockey, we're gonna lose that money.
You're going to lose because concerts,
and it really went the opposite way.
Yeah, it's great. It made our city have more to do, which was what Phoenix failed at all through. Prior to me being here, I'm sure in the 70s it was worse. The 80s was a complete nightmare of people and Mormons trying to tell everybody, we don't want any fun to come to this town. This was such a cowtown, backwards, weirdo place.
Resort town that
it had two or three. Yeah. They didn't even have a lot of those. Now it's all over. But and the ones that they had, the alcohol laws used to be weird here. It was all just kind of this. I don't know if it was puritanical or something, but it was weird here. You remember Sunday trying to buy alcohol in this town, and Mesa growing up in Mesa, it was impossible. Yeah. And because it was, and now. All the little doors that cracked open and kicked open, the fears of all the gambling problems and the crime rate's going to go crazy. And
so many places that could sell liquor.
Phoenix grew up somewhere in the 90s. And then in the last 12 or 15 years, discovered we need to just be a city. And downtown, you've seen what's happened downtown. Yeah. I mean, living here in the 80s, any political figure that could tried to stop this city. They wanted it to remain this little desert,
small town.
They were afraid of growth. It would get beyond them.
They're afraid of that, but they're also were swinging. Oh no, we want it this way because I want that piece.
Everybody had a chunk of land. It was
more of a greed thing than there was a.
But they wouldn't allow anything. Like they continued to vote down drinking. They continued to vote down like bars downtown. Mesa still has weird rules about. They did. I don't know. Maybe they do anymore. But
they're gone now. But yeah,
the bars down in Mesa were odd. Like they had rules.
Downtown is the one that was the longest holdout on that.
Yeah,
just the downtown it's right by the temple.
It was a freak show to try to have any fun in this place. Scottsdale was the only one that seemed to get it. And then Mary Manross came in, and they were going to try to have a big, cool district of fun with the hockey stadium and the mall that they had planned and all that stuff. And she stopped it. And why? Because it'll just bring people to our city. Like they were so afraid for years of your city actually. They kind of were like music snobs. I don't want my favorite band to get discovered. Yep. And what's it done? Scottsdale's better. I mean, to people who hate city living, they were going to move anyway.
Right.
But now, and I think
what's happened, Sky Song still happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just didn't
so
have
the fear of all the fear of all the, this FanDuel and all the apps and things like that causing gambling debauchery. Yeah, it'll spark some problems. All vices do. But I feel like there's a distinct group of people that are going to find that no matter what. I don't think you're going to dive in as a person who's against it. Just don't do it.
John, I don't know if you remember this, but how about this for irony? Remember when the state casino raid happened at Fort McDowell? Did you know that the moving trucks were Mayflower?
Is that right? They came back. Pilgrims came back. And, is that a joke or is that real? I remember the trucks.
It's real.
Oh, man.
We got to see if we can find pictures.
Find old pictures. Well, that was a tense moment. Like there was
Oh, yeah.
We were going to
So
have
they
a war.
went rogue?
When
No.
I first moved out here, no, it wasn't. It was
Were
just,
you here for the raid? The
I
raid
was-
was insane. Like, it
I was
nuts.
here in, one part where they closed down half of Pima.
Oh, yeah.
road.
Well, because they stopped the
The-
construction on the freeway.
Yeah.
We had fights going, and that was and that stemmed a lot from that. Because they're like, all right. Well, and they built, and the crazy part was the 101, when they built it, was just the supports. And then
For years.
the natives are like, F you. You're not getting our land anymore. Because there was, Whitey was playing games.
If you're on
And
Pima
they
Road,
pulled
it
it.
goes
Yeah.
half the lane of Pima is,
Yeah.
is reservation
Yeah,
land.
and the
I
other half
remember
wasn't.
that. I barely
And that
remember that
screwed
when I
traffic
moved
up
here in
big
2000.
time.
Yeah.
It was nuts. So,
Why-
but the raid out there at the casino.
Why did it happen?
Because the Indians were about to make a ton of money, and if they started
But
to
none
make
of this
too much,
was approved?
it was approved, but it was approved in certain ways, and then again you get into these puritanical weirdos that wanted the city to remain pure in some way.
And it's about they're worried about losing their revenue.
Absolutely. So they went out and they said, well, we don't want you to make all the money. If this is going to happen, it's going to happen on our dime. Plus, you got Vegas, so just go up there. And Vegas played a part because they were getting nervous that the
John,
natives had all
just
these
say
casinos.
it. They were racist in this town. Come on.
Yeah, there's a ton of that. That's absolutely true. They didn't want somebody other than them making the money. But, man, growing up here, I just remember thinking, city doesn't get it. Like, this is a great place, and it just didn't get
There's
it.
still a factor of it being the Wild Wild West.
That's been dead for years. And the idiots we had politicians with cowboy hats on. That's when I knew we were in trouble. Like, we had guys who were running for office. Like, I tell you what, and he had the arrows on their pockets, and you knew you were in trouble. And that guy's like, I like this place to be like it was in the 1800s, where black people were afraid of everything. Indians stayed in their place, and we got to do whatever we wanted with the water.
It's like the guy in Casino when he goes in to see De Niro.
That guy.
Yep.
That guy was running
Cowboy
Phoenix.
hats
Yep.
and
the
bright suit.
Don't mess with him. Get his boy a
Oh, no, he just
right.
hire
hire
a
him
beating.
back.
That's all.
Why are my son back?
Yep.
I don't know. He messed up a lot. He messed up a couple of times. I don't think you know who you're dealing with here. And you did. You had that faction of Wild West people versus the Jews, is what Brett's saying. And then they came in, and who won? Who won? The Jews won.
John, my uncle was general manager of Fort McDowell Casino at the time when that happened. It was actually kind of cool seeing him answer questions with Ted Koppel on Nightline.
That was amazing. Because, I mean, that was a
big
it
deal.
was right there. Like, well, I think we're going to have another thing. And they had every right to defend their spot.
Yep.
But, yeah, so everybody's always been afraid of the new thing that, it's a little bit racy. We legalized weed, remember? And that was when the city kind of was a little more progressive in its thoughts towards like, criminalizing it hasn't done much. So make some money off of it. They're making hand over fist. They're pulling the weed money in. It's crazy how much money
And
the
that
weed's
was
brought
all-
in. And everybody was flipping out that it was going to be reefer madness. I haven't seen a of you. LA's different.
No.
It smells like pot everywhere. So whatever they did is different because it just stinks. But nobody's behavior is getting out of control.
And that's what we're fed that to believe that's the reason. But underneath that is the people are saying, no, who's going to get the license? Who's going to be?
That's the truth of it.
Yep.
The real reality is scare the old people.
Yep.
Because they're the ones who vote in the June and September elections. No one knows about. Old people just run to the polls, and they're the ones you have to convince. So they'll figure it all out. This gambling stuff, yeah, sure. Your taxes might go to help out, but I think even with the when the money starts rolling in, some of this legally has to go back to rehabilitation centers. Like whenever they introduce new gambling to a city or drug rules or whatever, some of the money made from taxes has to go back
It's
to...
written into law, I
Yeah,
think.
they have to go back to helping out people who have trouble. You're going to pay for that. So taxes don't
Just like
go
the
to those-
tax on
yeah.
tobacco and
Right. Always goes back to like helping out the stuff.
research
Right.
and cancer and
Stop it. And I've never understood it. Like people are like, I can't stand the gambling. I don't want it in my town. Then don't do it. Well, but other people will. Yeah, well, don't. You can't control other people. You do your thing and hate it all you want. Move to another place. Oh, I lived here all my life. I'm like, well, things are changing.
Tell these puritanical haters to shut the F up, John. Give me that FanDuel promo code. It's KUPD.
KUPD is your promo code. And you get yourself some money and start your debauchery today. Now, I do believe that people are going to lose their houses, but they were going to lose that anyway. If you're the type of person that's going to go down the road,
You were on the eviction moratorium. As it is.
you were barely hanging on. But if you're the type of guy that goes, all right, this month's mortgage, Tom Brady's got to throw for 325 or more, or I'm doomed. You were going to do that somehow. I don't know. He doesn't throw for those numbers anymore. He game manages. Anyway, have some fun. Be responsible. All the commercials at the end say be responsible. Even when you're done with the FanDuel app, it tells you at the end, you're good. We'll take care of you. Give me a call. If you feel like you might be overdoing this, give me a call. Here's the number. And I've been in Vegas before where I've had really bad weekends. And I go out. I'll go back to the cage to get a couple more bucks. When I'm I'm just getting my ass kicked. No. They give you, please, Toledo, that's your life. Nobody tells me no when I ask for money. What's wrong with him? Of course they shake their head with you. This guy's going to try to get more. He's going to sell us his blood. But there's that little pamphlet next to each cashier.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Have a problem. And it's like a nagging wife when you're going back for that last little bite. And you go and you look over and you're like, I do. They should do that for food. You know what? Everybody who's nuts about
you sure you want another?
Yeah, they should have the server at the end of your meal plop down a little thing, a table tent that says, not a problem. Heart disease kills 673,000 people in America a year because
probably
we're
not
fat
far away
pigs.
From that.
Well, they would never. Restaurants would never say don't order dessert.
It's out of their money. But then all of a sudden,
restaurants should have to.
Gamblers would, people that have the facilities, would, if they didn't have to put that up there, they wouldn't put it up there.
We vice tax all sorts of stuff. If you don't do food, you're ignoring the biggest problem this country has. It isn't alcoholism, and it certainly isn't gambling. It's eating. And nobody's going to step in the way of that. Eating is America's problem. And God forbid anybody ever put a pamphlet up that said, you overdoing it a little bit there, Lizzo? Because people, you're fat shaming me. Well, you're gambling shaming people. What's the difference? It's a behavior issue. Oh, it's thyroid. No, it's not. Would you eat like 6,000 pounds of thyroid? Couple of you have some thyroid issues. You're leaning on that. Most of you use it as a crutch. It's like a race card. You can't use it every time. Sometimes you're just like a dick. You hate me because I'm black. No, I think it's just because you were a dick person. I don't care that you're black. You're just being a dick. You could be white. You'd still be a dick. I got a thyroid issue. No, you don't. You got an issue that your hand keeps smacking you in the face and your hand's full of cake. That's the problem. Oh, I'm excited. So don't everybody that's losing their minds, and I get emails from the Puritans. The gambling problem is going to cause a crime rate to spike and everything. And it hasn't. And since casinos have opened, crime rate in the city's actually dropped quite a bit. So
Jesus, John, you're making it sound like there's a bunch of pookies out there downloading this app and losing everything.
There are.
There will be.
There will be. Yep. And the bad thing is they're not going to be able to afford their phones after like Friday. Right. So they'll be off. They'll be fine. Don't worry about them.
Can you get them on burner phones?
Oh, yeah. I wonder if you can. You app on burner phones? I don't even know if burner... What is a burner phone? Is it a flip phone? What do they do?
It's just an unlocked phone.
Yeah.
Is it like an Apple phone?
Yeah,
you can get an Apple phone.
Can you get apps?
Yeah.
You can
you just need it. You just need about SIM cards all the time.
And it's a monthly thing.
Yep.
You'll have that.
You have to go buy it, though,
you got to go buy the cards and buy the minutes.
I know the joke of like going to Target and buying...
Need more minutes.
Yeah, you got to buy minutes.
That's
but I don't know what... They give you an iPhone?
Oh, yeah.
You can get... Absolutely. Like regular phone. I thought it was all like...
You can get the brand new Samsung as long as you pay for the phone.
Yeah, you can get flip phones still for the tweakers
I thought
out there.
That's all that was. Yeah. I thought burner phones were all... Like,
nope.
Walt White always had a burner and he'd break it in half when he was done and throw it in the desert.
Well, those drug dealers aren't going to use, flip phones anymore. They need their...
They need their apps,
They need their apps.
Okay. That makes sense. They got to be up to date. All right. Well, yeah, then do that if your wife's... I didn't even realize. I didn't think about the app thing. I figured that apps, they track apps, so they would have to know who's got one, but I guess you don't.
Boy, this gambling segment brought to you by Mo Money Pawn.
Yes.
Because their business is going to be booming.
Those guys.
Do they have a sports book, too?
They should have one in there.
If they had a sports book in their overnight window.
Leave MMP Guns with whatever this new building is. Put in a few TVs and have some betting going on. And
don't tear down the old building.
One-stop shop. You go over to the Mo Money Pawn, you drop off a couple of bicycles, you go back in there, you try to win the Bucks game, you go back in, you lose it again. Here's my shoes. I got some new Jordans.
Hey, I got my bike back.
Yeah. These are Jordans. I got them off the release. There's only 400 of these. This is a pretty good price. I'll give you 150. Perfect. Give me that. Brady's going to throw for 300. Anyway, so everybody, that's losing their mind can calm down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, Toledo, go down to the front door and go get my prize. It's leaning on the door. Please go get it.
I think I saw Jeremy just coming in.
Oh, Jeremy. Jeremy might grab it for me. Bring it up. I got it. There's a gift I've got.
Shoes?
No, it's better.
Oh, you weren't here when he was talking about that.
It's here. It's finally here. We'll announce it when it gets in the room. At 7 o'clock, you can win $1,000 to gamble with, degenerates. Kickoff is the word, and 6 times a day we're giving $1,000 away, and we're going to start it in 5 minutes. Kickoff, the word to text 97936. Kickoff, one word. Don't space it. Don't do anything silly. Kickoff, because today is it. Got some good football games coming this weekend, too. Did the podcast with Caliendo yesterday, and we kind of previewed the NFC and AFC. We're going to be football-focused on Frank's podcast now that that's back. And just looking at the lineup of games, there's some telling first-week games that will cause some serious overreactions. This Cardinals-Titans thing
in Tennessee
for both teams is like, where are we right off the bat? Because the Titans are scary. Mm-hmm. That's a scary football team going to get Julio Jones. A.J. Brown is the best. I think he's the best receiver in the AFC. He just hasn't had that year yet. Because the guy's a monster. And then you
makes
got
Tannehill look good.
Tannehill is good. He's accurate. And King Henry standing back there, that makes Tannehill even better. They got Bud Dupree on defense. The Cardinals, of course, getting J.J. Watt. That Malcolm Butler thing threw him for a loop. God knows what happened there. Is their offensive line any good? Is Webster going to be good? Does Steve Keim make more moves? Is the James Conner signing going to be okay?
Find out how he celebrated his birthday?
I saw an overturned truck last night on the I-10 on my way back. I assumed Keim was involved.
Hulk strong.
There was a semi-truck on the I-10 on its side. I didn't see it. I had to be told about it. I'm looking at all these cop cars on the off-ramp from the 10 by the 202, the way out there, the south one. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what are all these cop cars? Like, they're blocking the ramp. And I'm like, it must be construction or something. And then I hear,
Did you see that?
Like, no, what was it?
There was a semi-truck that must have fallen off the overpass or something.
I'm like, what?
Whoa.
And then the phone rings, and it's Hopkins. Did you see that? I'm like, no. How did I miss that?
You were just in
I was
blissful
singing.
ignorance from your meal.
I was thinking about Jeremy, the waiter, and I was singing Silk Sonic. So what do I care? Evidently, yeah. Steve tried to drive a semi-truck last night and failed miserably on the 202 and the I-10. Hot diggity, this thing climbs hills. We're going all the way, boys. JJ, I'm coming over and I'm bringing an elephant and Jerry Reed. Jerry. I think we should pull over here, Steve Keim. This is getting out of hand. Hey, Playboy, you keep your dog over there. I got you. It's breaker 19.
Just he's pounding down. Jerry.
Put the hammer down, Jerry. I think you're drunk again, Steve. I already got a mother, Reed.
He took a bet he could get that stuff to L.A. in 2 hours.
I got this elephant and a bunch of cores over to the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. I'm going to kidnap Jerry Reed's truck. He's the new bandit. All right, Steve Keim, got your ears on? Yeah. All right, this here's Snowman. Where are we headed today, Keim? We should pull over and get a drink, I think.
Let's leave early. Let's go to Tennessee.
I just spent a fortune on J.J. Watt. Got insurance. We got to get this elephant into its doctor there, son. I don't know how I got this job, but I'm the bandit. Steve Keim thinking he's the bandit might be the greatest press conference of all time. We asked Cardinals general manager about the trade, but he had this to say. Hey, guys, guess what? I'm the bandit. I'm the bandit. What are you saying? He's pounding down is what I'm saying. All right, let's get this thing going here, Keim. We got to get to Tennessee by Sunday. Okay. I wonder if Keim makes special deals and he and Jerry Reed on road games. We got to deliver a bunch of Four Peaks over to Tennessee by Sunday.
We find out Sunday the Cardinals have to wear generic uniforms because the equipment truck was dumped.
Guys, I know the uniforms look a little funny. I spent all night last night making them. I got Sharpies, and I think I got all your numbers right. I might have misspelled a few names, but I wrote it's T-shirts this week. We're going with T-shirts because I had crashed the uniform truck. Woohoo!
Here you go, Lomax.
We got Sunday there, Keim. We got to get out of here. I'm just gonna pull over for a pop. Yeah, Cardinals-Titans Sunday. That's going to be a telling one. I think the Steelers are going to get mopped by my Super Bowl favorite Bills. I think they're going to win the AFC.
Is it in Buffalo?
Yeah. And I think the Bills are the deal in the AFC. Josh Allen takes that next step into superstardom this year. I think Chiefs and Bills are the runaway best. And I tell you this, I think the Browns are going to be in the mix, too. I forgot they got Jadeveon Clowney, and you got Garrett. I mean, that's a hell of a team. One thing I can tell you right now, though, by week 5, Brett's going to be talking about hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Bears, the more I looked at it,
You're ready for that, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Bring on the Blackhawks.
The only thing Bears have going for them is that the Lions are in their division.
Yeah, so we won't be at the
You're
bottom.
not going to be the worst
No.
team, but you're going to be close. That's a bad football. And poor defense. Like, you've got 3 or 4 defensive players that are top of the line. They'll keep you in games. So there's nothing going on in that offense. Justin Fields is going to be sparky, but he's going to get killed behind that line. Looking at
Got
the
the
line,
red rifle, though, man.
you got injuries to the 2 guys that team's in trouble.
Yeah.
That's the one that it's almost like, okay, that's a bad
It's like you almost feel bad for him.
A little bit because, well, it's their front office.
Yeah.
And they're just not doing it. That's a tough one. But the Seahawks are going to be good. I think the Cardinals could be last in the
Tough
NFC
division. They're
West
gonna
and be 10-7.
Yeah.
I think 10-win team and come in 4th in their division. That's the toughest division of football. Yeah. The football's here.
Will the Packers feel off-season stuff?
No, they run away with
No.
that garbage
Come on,
thing
yeah.
they're playing.
Playing
look at that
garbage
division now.
too.
Garbage. They got 4 wins with the Lions and Bears.
Easy.
The
Yeah.
Vikings, maybe they split with the Vikings if the Vikings
5-1.
Yeah,
All
5-1
you got to
coming
win
out.
is 6 more games.
You're good. Packers run away with that thing, barring injury. Everything's barring injury. But I think the Bucks walk away with the NFC. I think the Bills and Chiefs are it's the usual suspects from last year. It's going to
I
be the same
hate this. Now rough it is living with a Packers fan.
Oh, that's right.
both of you.
As a Packer fan.
Yeah.
Well, sort of.
No, not both.
She's a big Packers fan, too. She
knows
knows
her stuff.
stats. Oh, yeah.
I
She,
hate that.
yeah.
Well, don't take her to Kai. Have her take you.
Absolutely. All the money she's going to make with her winnings.
Is this real? Did I
Yeah.
just get this? This
Yeah.
is real?
I was going to save it for the Brady report, but yeah, it's real.
Well, I can't save. Taco Bell wants you to send your used sauce packets so we can refill them.
Shut
That's
up.
got to be against every health violation ever. Is this off the Onion?
Nope. AZ Family.
AZ Family, sure enough. They are rolling out a nationwide pilot program. Customers send back the sauce packets through mail to recycle divert as many sauce packets as possible away from landfills. Well,
those
just make
tweakers-
the sauce packets out of something else. That's your fault for giving us the thing that doesn't degrade, right? That doesn't decompose. Mm-hmm. You sign up for a TerraCycle account, collect empty sauce packets in a container, print a shipping label from the website, and then fire back all the old used sauce packets. Yeah. Although I don't know what my tin can here with soda in it was before. So I'm kind of counting on the process being good enough to recycle these things properly. Not they say refill it though. This isn't about
That's what
like
it says. It
recycle.
sounds like they trim it.
Yeah, trim it and then
Fill it back up
recap
and
it.
seal it.
If I ever go to Taco Bell and I'm like 2 miles
half
and it's a
packet.
half a pack with a piece of rubber band off the top, recycled packet, Holmes. I'm like, no, fresh new packet, please.
Some worker at the facility has to lick the stamp.
Yes.
No. What kind of what,
Seal
well,
it.
far now? What year?
I'm a
is-
sealer at the packet plant.
I'm the tongue lick sealer. We went away. The whole world went to adhesive, but we still think that the licking thing's the best option. Did you ever lick a stamp when they were lickable?
Oh, yeah.
And overdo it, and then put that glob
And
of
it
wet.
slops.
Yeah.
Slides.
And you got
Or
that
slides, yeah.
slipping it around. You're like, I just spit
I
on mail.
overspit.
In the olden days, mailmen had to have the immune system of, like aliens, picking up spit-covered mail every day. Anyway, the massive number of sauce packets thrown away every year is damaging. 710 million metric tons of plastic will pollute the environment by 2040. What? It's 2040. Psst, I'm going to be around for this.
Got a little time.
2040. It's 20 years
break
from
If you're
it
eating
down.
that much Taco Bell, you're probably not going to be either.
That's a good point. If you're eating so much that you're actually a recycling vessel
Yeah.
for Taco Bell, you're not seeing 2040.
No.
Don't worry about 2040. Worry about 2021.
Maybe they'll do the thing again. Well, let's break it down in specific trash cans. Your packet can
Yeah.
for all the recycling items.
Here's my question about the environment and recycling. Why is it my responsibility to take all these dangerous things and give them back? Stop making it out of the stuff. Why am I getting blamed for it when they're churning this stuff out in packets that's like, well, that stuff's not biodegradable? Well, then stop making it in that if it's such a concern. If it's not, I'm going to throw it out. Don't care. I know for a fact, this makes people so mad in the environmental world, and I know we're dirty and I wish we could clean it up, but nobody's really serious about it because as you're saying, well, I'm going to recycle this and I'm going to do that because I want to play my part for the environment. And you start your car, you don't care. Because if you did, you'd ride your bike or you'd do something else. You don't really care. As long as it's convenient, you'll keep doing it and bitching. But if there was a serious problem, if there was a real, like the Earth's in trouble problem, we're all going to die, they'd just ban cars. That's the biggest issue. Cows and cars. Those are the two things.
Somebody floated the idea in Mesa, where we live, of bringing those compost containers. So you'd have a third container on your curb for trash. You'd have your regular trash. You'd have composting. This is what they do in Seattle. And then you'd have your recycling, which Mesa already ended.
We have that.
They already ended.
No, we still have the green.
Yeah,
we have the green. We have three.
Green is
three
lawn.
cans.
Green is lawn.
Right.
I'm talking composting, like your food and things that can be.
Oh, really?
Biodegradable.
Oh, that's nasty.
Seattle has that.
Yeah, that's a disaster.
If they found your dog crap in any area, you get a fine.
Good. And you're supposed to here until I was the one that blew the lid off of the recycling thing and basically said there's nothing to this.
So that would be 4 cans then.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
We have 3 already.
27 cans in there.
It's a brown can in Seattle, a blue can, and I think the regular can is black.
It's a jobs program. That's all it is. You get another day of the city
I don't
hiring
disagree.
a bunch of truck drivers to go around and pick stuff up. It's a jobs program. And it's a good
especially
one.
because recycling is going away.
And it gets it in your mind that you should probably do something better about keeping yourself clean. But if Taco Bell is like, oh, these things that we give you are crap and they're screwing up the world, then start making them out of something else. Don't put it on me. Don't put it on me to start this thing.
Have people tell their customers just bring a Ziploc bag and the sauce guy will squirt a couple of pumps in there. You want hot fire?
Man. There you go. It's actually better. It's what they do at grocery stores.
Or put it on the line.
BYOB.
Do you want sauce on your
I've actually
tacos?
seen it at an Arby's because they have those pumps for the ranch and the barbecue
Bring your
sauce
own
and
bags.
the ketchup.
But then you'd have greedy pricks come in and fill bags of the stuff
Yes,
for
I've
free.
actually seen it.
Oh, go hang yourself. If you can't afford a bottle of ketchup for $2.
He's right. Hang yourself. If you've got, what are you, Filipino? And you got a bag of soda?
But I got to come in to get the hot sauce. I like the hot sauce, but can't the environment.
All right. What do you got there? A Ziploc? You're going to just load up full of my juice? Don't. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
I can't believe people do that.
Oh,
I've never seen that.
No, I wouldn't. Because you know why? Because they don't do it in front of people.
No.
They go in at like, what time are you guys closing? About 5 minutes.
Okay. I'll be right back.
And they just got loads of Ziplocs in the back of their Volares or whatever those cars used to be. Voltaires or whatever that garbage.
Both of them.
Yeah, awful. So, yeah, I question that whole thing. I don't understand the straw issue. They get stuck in turtles' noses. So we got to make them out of paper. I'm like, no, just make them bigger than a turtle's nose.
That texture
This
thing
is easy.
also is just...
Oh, those paper straws are terrible.
Have you had metal ones yet? And nobody tells
yes.
you. And about tears your teeth off.
Yeah.
You bang in them. Somebody put a gun barrel in my...
So do they reuse the metal ones then? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're supposed to
stainless.
have your
Well,
own.
for your house.
Oh, okay.
I've been to restaurants where they have metal.
Lisa's got a packet, like a little packet that's got like 4 straws in it. It's got a little brush
Oh,
that you
okay.
clean
All
it with.
But it's like silverware. You put it in the dishwasher, it's clean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
they
yeah,
do.
yeah.
I've been to restaurants where they've had metal straws. But you just make the straw hole bigger than the turtle it's killing. Mission accomplished. How is it my fault that I threw away a straw that killed a turtle?
Well, then we get rid of cocktail straws because those are the smallest ones.
But again,
Don't F with my cocktails. No way. No way.
Go ahead and
draw the line.
Yeah.
Now
I think here's the thing where the environment we could get smarter. I don't need a plastic thing to go through my fruit before I drink my vodka soda.
True.
Just squeeze it and put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. We don't need to. Not everything needs to be decorated.
Yeah.
That's John doing his part.
I can fish
That's my
it
doing
out.
my part. I don't want to fish it out. You can just tell them, don't put it on a thing. Just hand me the lemon or whatever. I don't know, or a toothpick, wooden. It works.
Biodegradable.
Right, and it dies. But it's not my problem that the Taco Bell packs aren't biodegradable, and I don't want it as my responsibility. I don't want some hippie telling me, "Oh my God, you just threw away all those packets." Like, yeah, blame them. They're the ones who make it. They're the ones handing them out. I like Brady's idea. Bring your own bag.
There's the
Fire
sauce
into
guy.
that.
Unbelievable.
Got to get some mild going. Got my sauces. I'm ready to go, Chief.
That's a college student thing, isn't it? You had the drawer full of all the condiments.
I gave them away for Halloween once.
Soy sauce, ketchup.
Colin and I collected them for lunches at work, and I had a drawer so full of Kimlon and it was like ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise that I sat in a drawer for a year. And so I'm like, hey, this Halloween, I know what I'm going to do. Give away a little chocolate and a packet of ketchup. Got rid of all in my mom's house. I didn't do it at my house.
You made him take one from each bowl?
A condiment Halloween.
It was mixed in there with the Twix.
Oh, it was.
And the kids don't pay attention. And they just grab. Like, take as much as you want because it was a pile. Take as much as you can. Grab in handfuls and
4-1.
Ay, Dios mío.
And that's all you heard.
One kid that's just with the soy
They
sauce
didn't
at
care.
home.
Yeah, the knock
taking shots.
That's all it was. Hey, little guys, how are you? Treat, treat. Oh, okay, it's the busload. I see what's going on here. Treat, treat. Gotcha. Understood. Reach in and grab. Hoi, mayonnaise. Yeah, we got loads of mayonnaise.
Oh, man, we're a month away from that already.
Yeah, month and a half before.
Haven't you seen the Spirit Halloween stores already?
They're popping up everywhere.
Don't go to Home Depot.
Oh, my God. They wiped everything overnight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Patio section's all Halloween.
It's a giant thing.
Yeah, it's like
I was there one day and we had to go back the next and it was all new.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than Christmas at Home Depot. Like the section that they do there,
Really?
I think it's bigger. It's gigantic.
It's getting up there.
They had an 8-foot skeleton.
Toledo, what did you do? It says Toledo's really showing his liberal cuckery this morning. Just because you mentioned Seattle. I think,
Bringing Seattle.
You mentioned Seattle into the mix. If you're like, oh, this liberal pile of garbage.
Do it like Seattle does.
Honestly,
I didn't say to do it like Seattle.
I like making fun of Toledo's liberal cuckery because it's hilarious. I don't think you did anything this morning. I think you just mentioned a liberal town.
Here we go, Seattle.
I think when you said Seattle's doing it, everybody's like, he wants it to all be like Seattle. Next thing you know, we'll be in the streets, and Toledo will be fine with that.
Don't Seattle my Phoenix.
Yeah. By the way, the word is kickoff, 97936.
All one
Keep trying. Yeah,
John, speaking of recycling, I know it's not quite the same, but I got the burner phone that you were talking about.
Uh-oh.
$30 a month, and I've had it for 2 years now. It's the only phone I have, and nobody from my past can get a hold of me. So good.
What did you do?
It was not a bad past either. Nothing. I just hated them all. Like, hated them all.
I said
peace
family.
to them and Facebook at the same time, and life has never been better.
Yeah.
Get the burner phone.
No kidding. It
Sign
seems
Walter
like a
White.
lot of work.
Yes, I'm Walter White.
Is it a lot? It seems
From
like
New
a lot.
Hampshire.
Like, I guess it's because you got auto pay and stuff, but I can have all the same things?
Oh, yeah. And another one said that the burner phones are still popular with drug dealers, of course, and they're actually preferred because they don't have GPS tracking on them because they're not tied to an account.
If you're
So it can't, like, location services are off,
Apparently.
too, then. So you couldn't do maps and things.
Right.
Huh.
I don't think so.
Can I get my iTunes on there? I don't think I
would
can get
think
my
so.
iTunes. Can you?
I would think so, yeah.
Because that's an account tied
that's
back.
what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
tied
you'd have
in.
to get
But it would be your Apple account.
I guess
It's
it
not
would,
gonna
I
be
can
your
sign it
account.
on a
It'd be your
computer.
It's not going to be
Yeah,
through
true.
AT&T,
All right,
yeah.
That's true. All right. You're almost talking me into this, you degenerate gambling drug addicts. The pimps and the druggies have a thing I'm starting to think might not be a bad idea. I'm not going to do it because I'll forget in a couple hours, and it's super convenient the way I'm going. But
Maybe I'm naive, John, but does anybody actually think that the stoner Wheaties that eat enough of this Taco Bell crap are going to generate enough sauce packets to make a damn difference?
Yes.
They'll actually take some of them to send back. I know the Wheaties will do it. They don't even pick up their own food off the living room floor.
I think you should get a little, like, remember those little honey bear things that were shaped like the bear and it's full of honey?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everybody should get one that's shaped like Greta Thunberg, and you just go and fill it with your favorite sauce. I hate her. It's because she's a kid. She might have great points. I just don't listen to children when they tell me what to do.
You have to do something better.
Oh, you're a kid. Shut up.
Why are we worrying about a thing that's the size of my thumb and not big things like old toys, pizza boxes, mattresses,
Right.
and everything else?
Right. Well, again, if anyone was serious, they'd just say we got to ban cars. We're nowhere near the end. Don't worry about it. Everybody's trying to tell you the end is near. I look at the freeway. Nobody cares. Nobody's doing anything different in their lives. They're just bitching about it.
I recycle. I make sure all my cans are put away properly. And I'm
Okay. What kind of car you got? I got an SUV, and I'm like, you don't care. You're doing your part because that's what you think is enough.
This guy's put a lot
And
of
it's
thought
good.
into it.
Good to be clean, but don't act like you're saving the earth.
John,
Start dumping it in the volcanoes. When it fired up, when it melted
that a
away,
thing?
or do the chemicals?
Oh, yeah.
Why isn't that a thing? We got a few, right?
That's a free
the
incinerator,
ultimate
right?
in heat, right? It would just
I don't see a downside. I don't think clogging volcanoes is a bad idea at all.
Unless it stays in the rock, I guess, when it hardens. But
hey, they're building on volcanoes in Hawaii. It's got to be stable.
Space is huge. Why don't we take like
space
Bezos,
cargo?
Space cargo.
We got a lot of junk up there.
Yeah,
but
take it
there's
to Mars.
room. There's
Go
room.
a little further than the satellite. Don't get in the way of my TV now.
Yeah.
Don't you bang into satellite.
Exactly.
And just go fire garbage. We should build a chute. And just shoot garbage into space and laugh hysterically.
Shoot it at the sun. It'll just burn up right there.
Shoot it at the sun. Problem solved.
no downside.
Yeah. Hey, Thunberg, go yourself. We just fixed it. These idiots in Phoenix want to take the garbage to the sun. Yeah, we want you to drive the ship.
We have the sun bubbling up.
Yeah.
Quit telling me what to do, teenage girl.
John, I'm with you because they say the plastic ruins the world, but don't trees provide us oxygen?
Yeah.
And now those hippies want to make paper straws?
Yeah. I'm done with it. None of it's made sense to me. As a logical, reasonable person, I'm like, yeah, we should be cleaner. We should definitely do our part. But when convenience gets in the way, we don't care. And everybody's climbing into a car, just doing nothing. So stop.
John,
you eat a steak, if you're into meat like me, you can't claim to be an environmentalist and hammer a cow down the way I do because they're the biggest offenders.
Not the steak cows, man. They're not around long enough.
That's right. But we got enough of them. We're trying to
Revealed.
Yeah, we got to get rid of dairy cows.
Yeah.
John, we'd eliminate
I love
this.
butter.
We'd eliminate this problem if Taco Bell just fill up their effing packets. There's so much extra room in them. That's a guy who's put in a little too much.
And it's like Tony just messaged over, too, saying the same thing. He's like, why is it when I go order 3 tacos, I get a fistful of packets?
That's true. They
And
overdo
he's
the
right,
package.
One big one.
Yeah, just put more sauce on the goddamn thing. You ask me in the drive-thru, you want sauce on that, and then just shoot some on there. And if I want more, I'll say extra next time I go.
Or you put it you'll get messed up orders, though. If it's 3 different meats, like you got the fire meat, the hot meat.
Huh? What?
As they make it. So the sauce is in the meat
yeah.
that they're, and it's already sauced when you're making the production.
It's going to cost them too much money to do that. They ain't going to do that.
That's a good point. Then they got to hire somebody to make sure the meats aren't mixed up. And you know that. There's going to mix
that's
all
what-
one meat.
John, the last time I checked, there's no goddamn sea turtles living in Arizona. Why the hell do I have to have a plastic straw?
Yeah. You turtles. If there are sea turtles living in Arizona, it's because Brady picked one up and brought it over.
Right, look.
Look what I got. Check it out at Boss KUPD. Sea turts.
Swimming around on the riparian lakes over there.
I don't know where. If there are sea turtles and they're getting straws stuffed in their nose, it's because someone stuffed it in there. I don't think our sea turtle problem in Arizona is getting too close to the dump. If we have a sea turtle refuge next to the dump out in Gilbert, then we've made a terrible decision. I'm not seeing it. It's in our oceans, John. Yep. Well, I'm not.
They're still making those 6, 8, and 12-pack rings.
Yeah. But what about the children? That sounds like a you problem. I didn't have any for a reason. 2040 is going to come and go for me like nobody's beeswax. Oh, your kids can't breathe? Well, that's tough.
Your generation did it.
Yeah, I didn't do it alone, though. So I feel like we were all in on it together. So it almost felt better. Guess you guys should fix that. We're fine. And again, I've said it a million times. The Earth is going to live. It's us we're saving. Quit acting like we're saving the planet. You're not saving the planet. The planet will be fine. It's been through a ton more than what we could put it through. It's going to shake us off like fleas someday. It's part of the plan. Look at dinosaurs. They weren't using plastic straws, and they went away. Don't know what they were doing wrong, but I'm sure they had a meeting with a teenage girl dinosaur from Sweden who said, we have to do something different or we're all going to be oil paddles. Shut up, teen girl. I enjoy eating all the trees and stuff. You'll see. Maybe. She was right, but who knows? Live your life like the meteor's going to hit you. And eat all the packets you want. Chuck it out into the road. Who cares?
It's a good look.
It's a great look. Nobody cares. Just keep your city clean. Make it look good. That's all we're doing. It's all visual. Keep up the appearance that we're all in it together. And then climb into your car and gas it up and smash that thing. If you hit that speed lane and there's an opening, gas it, man. That's the best thing for the Earth. Earth's fine. Kickoff. That's the word this morning. 97936. Get $1,000 you can gamble with. What do you got on the big board of musical treats?
All right, time for the wake-up song, and that's brought to you by our buddies over there at Action Ride Shop. With all those winnings you're going to make this weekend from all the online betting, you can cruise on over to Josh and the boys, pick up yourself a new Pivot, your Santa Cruz.
Oh,
your
I've got a
Rocky
goal
Mountain.
now with my gambling.
There you go, see?
That I'm going to make enough money to buy a bike.
Plus, they got all the accessories you can handle. ActionRideShop.com online as well as on Facebook and Instagram. And, Warrant's Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich comes up for
That's
John's
right.
dinner.
Yeah, you know what? You're getting Warrant this morning. I don't even want to hear another song. That's it. You're getting Warrant. Right. Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich.
Smarty.
Damn it all. Yeah, you're right. Win a couple bucks on this weekend and get out to Kai. Trust me. And then you're going to be like, God, I wish I was Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich. Yeah, you get a job, you start making some money, you have some success, you treat yourself to it. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not going to apologize to anybody for having an expensive dinner. It's good stuff. You'd do it. You'd probably make me pay for it. And then all of a sudden, my Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich reputation turns into like, he's a good dude. I really liked him. He took us to Kai and he paid. I got a 2 for $20 coupon for Kai if you're interested.
Set your Groupon and Kai.
Yeah, I got a. Oh no, good Lord!
I don't want to be that guy, but "Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich" is the name of the album.
Oh, that's
you guys
right.
got to pick a song off of that album.
Down Boys.
So we got Down Boys, 32 Pennies, Big Talk, Sometimes She Cries.
Sometimes she cries. She's alone at night.
I guess there is a song. DRFSR. That's
Yeah,
the
Dirty,
one.
Rotten, Filthy. Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich.
I thought that was part of Cherry Pie. Maybe.
No. Cherry Pie's off Cherry Pie. They wouldn't put Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich off that. I saw them at Surf, and they opened with that. The whole crowd went bananas.
Big Surf.
Warrant
in a
and
concert.
Tesla
I can't
at Big
imagine
Surf.
how that...
Oh, there was tons out there. Chili Peppers and Pearl Jam. That
was the one the night before. I went to Warrant, and that wasn't the Pearl Jam. Chili Peppers were there. They weren't together.
Oh, I thought they were.
No, not the one I went to.
Okay.
Chili Peppers played with somebody else the next night, but the day before was Warrant and Tesla. And my friend Alan, who's like a super huge firefighter guy in the state now, was the security for the stage, and we got to play Tesla's. He said, "Come on, I'll let you in." Drove down there in the middle of the night, started playing Tesla's drum set, which was already preset. And all. We were goofing around with all the stuff because security allowed jackasses like me to go play with the things. Then we went to the show. It was great. It was great. I think it was Tesla's drum set. I don't know whose drum set it actually was. We got to play with it. I said Tesla because but now that I think about it, it doesn't really add up that was just some drum set. It might have been a stage set.
Oh, man, there's actually a video of the full show on YouTube.
Warrant
from 1980. No, the Chili Peppers.
Oh, it was 88?
89.
89, yeah. I didn't go to that one. I went to the Warrant and Tesla one.
Our country is facing a major crisis. We need to find out what's causing it.
KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.